In October 1909, a 50-year-old Royal Navy officer received a mysterious letter. It promised him, in those exact words, something good. He had a wooden leg. He wore a golden monocle. He was considered, by most of his colleagues, to be slightly eccentric. He reported to a room in Whitehall and was told that he would be running the foreign section of a new Secret Service bureau. His name was Captain Sir Mansfield George Smith Cumming. He signed his letters with a single initial, written in green ink, just the letter C. Every head of MI6 since has done the same. The green ink, the single letter. The same tradition, unbroken, from 1909 to today. What Cumming built in that room in Whitehall became the organisation that recruited agents inside Nazi Germany, ran the double agents who convinced Hitler that D-Day would land at Calais and not Normandy, and identified the Cambridge Five, the British intelligence officers who spent decades passing secrets to the Soviet Union from the inside. The same organisation that, until 1994, the British government officially denied existed. Its full name is the Secret Intelligence Service. Its address is a building on the south bank of the Thames that everyone in London can see and nobody officially acknowledges. The world calls it MI6, and this is your life as every rank within it. Level 1, Intelligence Officer, Entry. Starting salary, approximately £33,000 to £40,000 per year. You do not stumble into MI6. The recruitment process takes up to 12 months from application to offer. You must be a British citizen. You must have lived in the United Kingdom for at least 7 of the last 10 years. You will undergo developed vetting, the highest level of security clearance available in the British state. It involves interviews, polygraph assessments, financial checks, and conversations with people who have known you for decades. The process is designed to find the things you might prefer to conceal. If you pass, you join as an intelligence officer, the core operational grade of the Secret Intelligence Service. The role of an intelligence officer is precise and unlike anything in any other government department. You recruit agents, you run them, you task them. An agent in MI6 is not a staff member. An agent is a foreign national, or occasionally a British national with access to a foreign power or organisation who agrees to pass secret information to the United Kingdom government. Your job is to identify people who might be willing to do this, build a relationship of trust with them, persuade them to commit, and then manage that relationship, often for years, in conditions where discovery means, depending on the country, imprisonment or death. You are not James Bond. MI6 is at considerable pains to say so on its own website. The majority of intelligence officers are not firearms trained. Most will never carry a weapon. The skills the service is looking for are interpersonal precision, cultural fluency, emotional intelligence, and the ability to read a room in a foreign language, in a foreign city, when everything depends on the next 2 minutes of conversation going exactly right. You begin with a training program in the United Kingdom. You learn Tradecraft, the technical and procedural knowledge of how intelligence is gathered, protected, and transmitted. You learn to assess a target, to build a cover, to conduct a meeting without being observed, and to abort a meeting when something feels wrong before you can identify what it is. The instinct for that last point is not teachable in a classroom. You develop it, or you leave. Your starting salary sits between approximately £33,000 and £40,000 per year, confirmed through recent MI6 recruitment listings and civil service pay band data. You're employed as a civil servant. There is no military rank. There is no uniform. Your posting after training will be to a desk in London, or, if you are assessed as ready, to a station overseas. An MI6 station is embedded inside a British embassy or High Commission. You operate under diplomatic cover. The host country's intelligence services, if competent, know you are there. The question is not whether they know, but what they can prove. Level 2, Intelligence Officer, Developing. Starting salary, approximately £40,000 to £50,000 per year. At this grade, you have completed your initial training, your first posting, and demonstrated that you can run agents independently. Running an agent independently means managing the full cycle. You identify the meetings, you set the locations, you assess the intelligence that comes back. You make the call on whether what you are receiving is genuine or whether your agent has been turned and is now feeding you what another service wants you to believe. This last judgment is the hardest thing an intelligence officer does. A turned agent does not announce themselves. They continue to provide intelligence. The intelligence is accurate on things that do not matter and useful on things that do not cost the other side anything to give away. The only tell is what they do not bring, the absence of intelligence that should exist, the gap that should not be there. Identifying that gap before it becomes a compromise, before officers in the field are exposed, before an operation unravels, is a critical skill that separates the intelligence officers who progress from those who do not. Your salary at this grade runs from approximately £40,000 to £50,000 per year. If you want every rank in every British institution, subscribe. A new one drops every week. And if there is an institution you want us to cover next, drop it in the comments. Level 3, Intelligence Officer, Senior. Starting salary, approximately £50,000 to £65,000 per year. At Senior Intelligence Officer grade, you are leading a team of officers, managing multiple agent relationships simultaneously, and contributing to operational planning at station level. You may be running what the service calls a network, a group of agents who provide intelligence on a specific target, a specific government, a specific program. You do not tell each agent that others exist. The network is compartmented. If one agent is compromised, the others survive. This architecture of deliberate ignorance is one of the oldest disciplines in intelligence work, and one of the most difficult to maintain when the people inside it are frightened. At this grade, you may also take on training responsibilities. You work with officers at the entry and developing grades, passing on the operational knowledge that cannot be written in a manual, not because it is too secret, but because it only exists in the space between experience and judgment. It cannot be transmitted in a classroom. It can only be demonstrated and then observed. Your posting history at this point has likely included at least 2 overseas stations in environments of varying difficulty. Some of those environments involve physical risk. You did not advertise this. Your family knows that you work for the Foreign Office. Pay at this grade runs from approximately £50,000 to £65,000 per year. Level 4, Section Head and Controller. Starting salary, approximately £65,000 to £85,000 per year. At Section Head level, you are responsible for a defined area of the service's operational work. This may be a geographic region, a functional discipline, or a specific target set. You manage a team of officers, oversee their agent networks, and take responsibility for the intelligence product that goes upward. The intelligence product in MI6 goes to the Joint Intelligence Committee, to ministers, and in some cases directly to the Prime Minister. The assessments you sign off on inform decisions about sanctions, about deployments, about diplomatic postures, about whether a foreign leader is telling the truth and whether it matters if they are not. A section head at MI6 may produce an assessment that changes the course of a diplomatic negotiation without the other party ever knowing that British intelligence was involved. At this level, you also manage the security of your networks. You are responsible for ensuring that the agents your section runs are not themselves compromised, that the intelligence coming in is genuine, that the people producing it are safe. When something goes wrong, which in intelligence work it does, the section head carries the weight of that. The weight includes the human cost, the agent who was identified, the officer who was declared persona non grata and expelled from their posting, the operation that had to be closed, and the years of work that went with it. The controller grade, which sits above section head, manages multiple sections and takes a broader view of the service's operational posture in a given region or against a given target. A controller at MI6 is the equivalent, in operational authority, of a senior general in the military. The difference is that their decisions are not announced, their operations are not reported, and their failures are not discussed in public, except in the most carefully managed terms. Pay at this level runs from approximately £65,000 to £85,000 per year. Level 5 Director. Starting salary, approximately £85,000 to £110,000 per year. The directors of the Secret Intelligence Service form the senior leadership team beneath the chief. Each director holds responsibility for a major directorate, which may cover operations in a specific region, technology and intelligence collection systems, analysis and production, or corporate functions. The current Chief of MI6, Blaise Metreweli, served as Director General Technology and Innovation before her appointment. She joined the service in 1999 and held a range of operational and technical roles across 25 years before becoming the 18th Chief in October 2025. She is the first woman to hold the role. The Director of Operations is the most senior operational appointment below the Chief. This person oversees the service's global network of stations, the running of agent networks worldwide, and the coordination of MI6's contribution to joint operations, with partner services including the CIA, the Australian SIS, and the services of other Five Eyes partners. Decisions made at director level are among the most sensitive in British government. They are made in buildings with no external signage, recorded in documents with restricted distribution, and reviewed by oversight mechanisms that report to Parliament, but cannot, by the nature of their work, report everything Parliament would wish to know. Pay at director level runs from approximately £85,000 to £110,000 per year. Level 6 Chief C starting salary, approximately £170,000 per year. The Chief of the Secret Intelligence Service is known by a single letter, C. The tradition began with Mansfield Cumming in 1909. He signed his letters with the initial of his surname, in green ink, because he was who he was and he did things the way he chose to do them. The letter was adopted by every successor. It is now the formal designation of the most senior officer in British foreign intelligence. Not Chief, not Director General, just CC is appointed by the Foreign Secretary and reports directly to them. The appointment is confirmed by the monarch. The name of the current C is publicly known, an acknowledgement the government began making only in the 1990s, after decades of official denial that the service existed at all. Until 1994, the British government maintained in public statements that it could neither confirm nor deny the existence of the Secret Intelligence Service. The Intelligence Services Act of 1994 ended that position legally. The building on the south bank of the Thames, with its distinctive cream and green architecture, had been visible to everyone in London for years before the government confirmed what it was. C has oversight of the entire service, the networks, the stations, the agents, the operations running in countries the government will not name, against targets it will not describe, toward outcomes it will not confirm. C also represents MI6 in the highest levels of the joint intelligence structure, attending the National Security Council and briefing the Prime Minister directly on matters that require it. The salary of C is publicly recorded in senior civil service disclosure data. The most recent figure confirmed through Freedom of Information disclosures places the salary of the Chief at approximately £170,000 per year. Blaise Metreweli, C, the 18th person to sign their letters with a single green initial since a 50-year-old Royal Navy officer sat down in a room in Whitehall in 1909 and decided what the Foreign Intelligence Service of the United Kingdom was going to be. He had a wooden leg and a golden monocle. He built something that outlasted empires. The letter is still green.